Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for your coming to this class. Thank you for your coming to this class for our discussion about the English management. First of all, the Honorable Mr. Dr. Ngasbun Eko SPD MPD, the respectable all of friends English class management of education. First of all, I would like to thanks to Allah for all the blessing that have given to us. And salawat and we praise to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam as our role model in this life. Hopefully, we always get the blessing. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Sulastri. Thank you for time given to me as a moderator who will lead Group C to present the result of our discussion about coordinating, staffing, controlling, and evaluating. Today, allow me to lead our group to present the result of our discussion from the book English for Management, which was written by Dr. Ngasbun Eker, SPD, MPD. For this time, I will divide it to sessions. For the first session, we will dissect topic 11 to topic 14, starting from the text 27 to 31. It will be presented by Mrs. Urwa, and the next presentation is by Mrs. Ika, Mrs. Ulfa, and the last session is presented by Mrs. Pesti. For the second session, I will open a question session for the participant. Yeah, I invite 2 or 3 questions first from the participant that it will be answered by all of the presenters. It can be answered by Miss Ulfa or Mrs. Ika, Mrs. Ulfa or Mrs. Festi. Okay, I think my explanation is quite clear. The first session, I invite all of the presenter to present the materials. All presenter time is yours, and the first is by Mrs. Urwa. Okay, Mrs. Urwa, time is yours.
Okay, thank you for moderator. I want to present about coordinating. Please, Mrs. Arinda Festi to play our presentation. Okay. First, definition of coordination. According to Moni and Rely, coordination is orderly arrangement of group effort to provide unity of action in the pursuit of common goals. Atau dalam bahasa Indonesia bisa diartikan sebagai koordinasi adalah pengaturan yang tersusun dari upaya kelompok untuk memberikan kesatuan tindakan dalam mengejar tujuan bersama. And then, according to Charles Schwab, he speak coordination is the integration of several parts into an orderly whole achieves the purpose of understanding. Atau koordinasi keterpaduan beberapa bagian yang menjadi satu kesatuan yang teratur untuk mencapai tujuan pemahaman. Next. Function of coordination. 1. Coordination through planning. 2. Coordination through organizing. 3. Coordination through staffing. 4. Coordination through directing. And 5. Coordination through controlling. Next. Next. Coordination and cooperation. Coordination is an effort to integrate effectively energies of different groups, whereas cooperation is sought to achieve general objective of business. Atau koordinasi adalah upaya untuk mengintegrasikan secara efektif energi dari kelompok yang berbeda. Sedangkan kerjasama adalah semacam untuk mencapai tujuan umum. Yes. Next. Coordination is the unification, integration, synchronization of the effort of group members so as to provide unity of action in the pursuit of common goals. Atau koordinasi adalah penyatuan, integrasi, sinkronisasi, upaya kelompok anggota sehingga dapat memberikan kesatuan tindakan dalam mengejar tujuan bersama. Oke.
Okay.
Next, Mrs. Rika, please.
Okay, thank you, Bu Urwa. Okay, ladies, I will continue what our presentation today about part of management function. There is staffing. Staffing is part of coordination. Next slide, please. Staffing, the managerial function of staffing involves managing the organization structure through proper and effective selection, appraisal, and development of the person to fill the role assigned to the employers or workforce. Next, please. Nature of staffing function, there is 6 nature of staffing function. 1. Important managerial function. 2. Persuasive activity. 3. Continuous activity. 4. Efficient management of personnel. 5. Placing right man in the right job. And the last, performed by all managers. Next, please. Step involved in staffing. 1. Manpower requirement. Plan the manpower inventory required by a concern in order to match them with the job requirement and demands. 2. Requirement. Plan the manpower inventory required by a concern in order to match them with the job requirement and demands. Next. 3. Selection. This is the screening to step of staffing in which the solicit application are screened out and suitable candidates are appointed as per the requirement. 4. Next slide, please. Next slide, please, Bu Arinda. Okay. For orientation and placement, it is when screening takes place, the appointed candidates are made familiar to the work units and work environment through the orientation programs. And then 5. Next slide, please. Training and development. Training is a part of incentive given to workers in order to develop and grow them within the concern. 6. Remuneration. It is a kind of compensation provided monetarily to the employees for their work performance. Next. Performance evaluation. In order to keep a track or record of the behavior, attitude, as well as opinions of the workers towards their jobs. Next slide, please. Number 8, promotion and transfer. Promotion is said to be a non-monetary incentive in which the worker is shifted from a higher job demanding bigger responsibilities, well as shifting the workers and transferring them to different work units and branches of the same organization. Next, manpower planning, which is also called a human resource planning, has got an important place in the arena of industrialization. Human resource planning has to be a system approach and is career outside procedure. The procedure is follows. 1. Analyzing the current manpower inventory. 2. Making future manpower forecast. 3. Developing employment programs. And 4. Design training programs. Next slide. Next slide, please, Bu. Importance of manpower planning. 1. Key to managerial function. The 4 managerial function is planning, organizing, directing, controlling are based upon the manpower. 2. Efficient utilization. Efficient management of personnel becomes an important function in the industrialization world of today. 3. Motivation. Staffing function not only includes putting right man on a right job, but it also comprises of motivational programs, incentive plans to be framed for further participation and employment of employees in a concern. 4. Better human relation. A concern can stabilize itself if human relations develop and are strong. Last 4. Higher productivity. Productivity level increase when resources are utilized in best possible manner. Next slide. Need of manpower planning. 1. Manpower planning is advantageous to firm in following manner. 2. Shortage and surplus can be identified so that quick action can be taken wherever required. 3. All the recruitment and selection program are based on manpower planning. 4. It also helps to identify the available talents in a concern and accordingly, training programs can be checked out to develop those talents. 4. It helps in growth and diversification of business. 6. It helps the organization to realize the importance of manpower management, which ultimately helps in the stability of a concern. Next slide, please. Okay, thank you, ladies. Next slide will be presenting by my friend Maria Ulfa. Please.
Okay, thank you. I will be presentation the next lesson about controlling. What is controlling? Controlling is the process of directing, of guiding an activity and also judging. The word control means 1. The application of a power of an authority to hold the works responsible for their action. 2. The require in all spheres of the educative process, aims and objectives, teacher and student, instruction and equipment, finance and purpose. Aspect of control. 1. The power that controls. 2. The device of using the power. 3. The process of applying the power, or the purpose for using the power. The central purpose of control is to bring about improvement and to promote the realization of the goals of education. Power of control. 1. Legal authority. 2. Social custom. 3. Fact and principles. 4. Personal attitudes. 5. Superior knowledge. Device of control. Policies, objectives, budgets, salaries, accounts, building, equipment, timetable, curriculum, methods, rules and regulation, personal records, reports, promotion, etc. In the conclusion of the lesson about controlling is a process combines directing and judging an activity. It is an essential element of which leader can conduct in all education aspects. By controlling, there will be a clear guideline and measurement of any process. Okay, ladies, the next slide will be presented by my partner, Miss Arinda Festi. Please.
Okay, thanks for your opportunity. I will continue our presentation. It's about evaluating. Evaluating is the process of measuring and assessing the achievement of objective while providing an insight into strengths and weaknesses and planning for future endeavors. Evaluation help determine the effectiveness of plan for both administrators and other stakeholders like teachers, staff, students, and parents, as also the extended community. The next slide. Community seeks to document the objective that have been met and to provide information to all concerned stakeholders regarding achievement, obstacles, and corrective action or improvement. Evaluation focus. 1. Process. How is the plan being carried out? Number 2, outcome. Outcome is achievement of objectives. The third, impact. Impact is effect of the plan initiated. In a educational setting, the evaluating of the following areas is carried out. 1. Goal and objective. The number 2, content. Content is a selection, validity, relevance, appropriateness. The third, process. Process is a teacher activities, pupil activities, instructional material, teaching method. And the last is outcome. Outcome is assessment and feedback. Evaluation serves two main functions. Number 1, accountability, and number 2, learning. Account to stakeholder about the extent to which resources are being or were used efficiently and effectively, and degree to which the intended results are being or were achieved. In addition, they are often intended to generate empirical knowledge about the intervention is pursuit of giving objective what elements of the intervention work, what did not, and why. by contributing to set knowledge evaluation help policy makers, program managers, and other stakeholders make informed decisions regarding policy priorities, program design and implementation, and resource allocation. Managing an evaluation can be challenging one. Technical issues can become politicized, and evaluators sometimes are viewed with suspicion and face resistance. Lack of understanding and frustration from local stakeholders, including program implementers and program beneficiaries. Evaluation might also be difficult to undertake because of contextual challenges such as limited availability of data, weak program management system, politically unstable environment, corruption, instability and conflict, low human resource capacity, and low level of transparency and access to information. Evaluation might also be difficult to undertake because of contextual challenges such as limited availability of data, weak program management system, unstable environment, corruption, instability, and conflict, low human resource capacity, and low level of transparency and access to information. Okay, this is our presentation. Thank you for your attention. This time can be continue the moderators. Thank you.
Thank you to all the presenter who have presented the material. And now we entering the second session. I invite all of the participants to ask 2 questions first or 3 questions first for the presenter, and the rest I will invite in the next session. And I will accommodate all of the questions first, and then I will let the presenter to answer the question. Okay? The first question, okay, by Mrs. Dian Mariana.
Okay, thank you for moderator. Please ask permission from the lecturer and colleagues want to ask the question. Mrs. Urwa, mention and explain in short the unity of coordination, the other management function. Thank you.
Okay, I will accommodate all of the question first. So Mrs. Urwa, don't answer the question. And the second question. Yes, Mrs. Dwi Nur.
Okay, thank you. According to the presentation, I want to add staffing. Please mention and explain the nature staffing function. Thank you.
Thank you, Bu Dwi Nur, for the question. And the third participant who will Mrs. Ani. Yes, Mrs. Ani. Oh, Mrs. Ani is gone. Okay. Okay, I will let Miss Urwa to answer the question from Mrs. Dian Mariana.
Okay, thank you for moderator. Miss Dian, I want to try to answer about your question. About your question, I want to try to answer. Unity of coordination to other management function is means to coordination through planning, coordination through organizing, coordination through staffing, coordination through directing, and coordination through controlling. Uh, Miss Dian, how how about my question? My answer to your question? Bagaimana dengan jawaban saya?
Mrs. Tian, is it
Yes,
enough for
yes,
you
Miss
for
Urwa,
the...
yes.
Okay, thank you, Miss Urwa, for your answer. And the second question is from Mrs. Duwinur. Mention and explain the nature staffing function. Is it question is for Mrs. Ika maybe?
Okay, ladies, thank you for moderator, Bu Lasti, Miss Lasti, excuse me, and special Bu Dwinur, Miss Dwinur, for the question. Let me try to answer the question. The basic of staffing function is efficient management of personnel. Human resource can be efficiently managed by a system or a proper procedure, that is recruitment, selection, placement, training, and development, providing, and also remuneration. Is that all my answer to Miss Dwinur
Mi-
question?
Mrs. Duwinur,
How
is
about
it
my
enough for
answer?
you for the answer?
Okay, thanks for the answer, Miss Ika.
Okay, you're
Okay, thank
welcome.
you. Okay, thank you. Any other question from the participant? Okay, there is a question from Mrs. Annie by chatting on the chat, yeah. There are two questions. The first question, what are the main function of evaluation? And the second is, how could managing evaluation be challenging? I think it's okay for Mrs. Arinda to answer the question by from Mrs. Ani. Mrs. Arinda,
Okay, thank you for your time, Mrs. Moderator. I will to try answer uh, the question by Mrs. Ani. Uh, the first question, I will to answer that main function of evaluation are accountability and learning. They provide an account to stakeholders about the extent to which resources are being or were used efficiently and effectively, and degree to which the intended result are being. And the third question, and the answer is managing an evaluation can be challenging. Technical issues can become politicized, and evaluators sometimes are viewed with suspicion and face resistance. A lack of understanding and frustration from local stakeholders, including program implementers and program beneficiaries.
that's all.
Okay,
Is it enough, Mrs.
yes.
Ani, from the question from Mrs. Arinda explanation? Hello, Mrs. Ani. Is it enough from the explanation? Okay. Okay. Thank you for all the presenter for to present the material, and thank you for all the participants that who give all of the question to this class. Okay. Okay, we come to the end of this discussion. This is that is closing, and there are so many important points that we can take from our discussion today. Those are about from discussion, we can very much affirm that coordination is the very essence of management. It is required in every function and at every stage, and therefore it cannot be separated. The importance of manpower planning. There are 5 things. The first thing is K to managerial function. The second, efficient utilization. The third is motivation. Four is better human relation. And the last is higher productivity. From the controlling, there are 4 aspects of controlling. The first aspect is the power control. The second is the device of using the power. The third, the purpose for using the power. And the last is the process of applying the power. Thank you for all of the participants. That's all I think is uh, enough for our presentation. Thank you for your attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh. Thank you,
warahmatullahi
Rachel, for
See you on the next
wabarakatuh. Thank
presentation. See you.
you.
PDFPD.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mr. Ngasbu.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.